Hey, what's up you guys? This is Rob from A Gay Guy Plays, and today I'm going to give you the rundown on Loki. Now, me and Loki go way back. He was my very first Warframe, and frankly, I died a shit ton on him. It was only till later on, after I was done with the Sarens, Rhinos, and Ashes of the game, did I come to understand exactly how fun Loki really is. Coupled with his bag of tricks, his unmatched speed makes him a hard target to pin down. Loki is available as one of the 3 options for starter frames after you've completed the tutorial, alongside Excalibur and Mag. Loki's parts are dropped by the Hyena in the Samp the Assassination mission in Neptune. After you've built all 3 parts, you can pick up his blueprint in the market for 35,000 credits, or if you want to pay, he's also available in the market for 75 plat. Let's take a look at his abilities. Decoy, well, he creates a decoy that attracts the attention of any nearby enemies. Keep in mind that Decoy has a set amount of shields and health with no current way to increase either via mods, so clever placement is definitely a must. Speaking of clever placement, Decoy can be used to hold open doors to allow for easy sniping, block security lasers for easy passage, or as a target for switch teleport, allowing you to get at places that you would not normally be able to get to. I'll leave a link in the description below to an article that contains all the really cool spots to put him in. His next ability is the whole entire reason why I picked him in the first place. Invisibility, well, renders you invisible. While invisible, you are untargetable by enemy attacks and deal 50% more melee damage and 100% more melee charge attack damage. While invisible, you'll not be detected by cameras, and if you have yet to set off any alarms, it'll make it a lot easier to pull off stealth attacks. His third ability is Switch Teleport. When activated, it will allow you to swap places with an enemy, ally, or even your decoy. It's a simple ability that affords you a lot of mobility and acts as a catalyst for several interesting power combos. Radial Disarm is his final ability. Loki causes all enemy weapons to malfunction, forcing the opposition into melee combat. After a short period of disorientation, most enemies will attempt to beat you with magic wands, because, you know, Harry Potter's a thing. Although Radial Disarm only really affects the Grineer and Corpus factions, it does greatly reduce their damage output. While on paper this can seem a bit lackluster as compared to creating localized soundquakes or melting enemies into piles of toxic goo, but the utility of the skill scales really well into late game. No more flamethrowers, supras, rockets, and annoying laser drones to worry about. And the cool thing about it is that once an enemy is disarmed, they stay disarmed. The big downside to this is that it's only really useful against those 2 factions. At max rank, it does do 500 damage to infested chargers, but the rest of their troops pretty much remain untouched. Now, one of the things that I learned with Loki is that his skills work best when they're comboed. While Decoy is great on its own versus infested, popping Invisibility will allow you to execute charged melee attacks or set everything on fire with your Ignis uninterrupted, thus protecting you so you can protect your decoy. Not fighting the infested, you say? Well, why not use Invisibility or Switch Teleport to get into the midst of battle and reduce the Grineer or Corpus into well-dressed versions of their mutated counterparts? Toss down a decoy to pull aggro, then rinse and repeat. And for all of the snipers out there, toss out a decoy into some high ground, then hit him with the Switch Teleport. Now you've got an awesome view of the battlefield and your decoy's taking all of the heat. Remember above all things, Loki isn't about direct confrontation. Think of his abilities as tricks you can play to give yourself the advantage over the battlefield. And be aware that Loki definitely isn't the type of frame you can get away with using weak weapons, so make sure you bring your best as he doesn't have any direct damage abilities. With the right mods and the right mindset, you can turn one of the most underrated frames in the game into a force to be reckoned with. So, thank you for watching another episode of The Rundown. If it made y'all tingly in your happy bits, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe for more content here at A Gay Guy Plays. What the fuck is that? Come with me to Hogwarts. Come this way. No, this way. It's this way. Oh, God. Gotta love Halloween.